Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to take you guys through an absolutely awesome historic new low Steam game deal that is very relevant right now. For those of you that have Netflix as well, you might want to check out a little show that dropped today. But to celebrate that, we got a historic low for one of the best action games of the last decade. So we'll highlight that, we'll highlight the Steam sale that revolves around it, and we'll go over some deals from our friends over at Green Man Gaming at the end of this video. But right off the bat, yes, the Devil May Cry anime series is live right now over on Netflix. I'm not a big, television show guy these days anymore, but DMC is one of the IPs that I did enjoy. However, I never got super into it from a narrative standpoint, so I'm gonna watch the anime, and you know what's drawing me into the anime more than anything? It's that soundtrack that they're using. You got Last Resort by Papa Roach. You got Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. You got Devil Trigger, of course, all in the anime. And it's only 8 episodes, I believe. Yeah, that's something right up my alley, and I'm totally gonna be checking it out. And obviously, it's of an IP that I've played all of the games of, so even more reason for me to watch it. But if you have yet to play Devil May Cry 5, you can get Devil May Cry 5 and Virgil at a historic low price, 75% off for $7.49. This is highway robbery for one of the stylish and best action games that you can pick up. 92,000 Steam user reviews, overwhelmingly positive at 96% positive, at 89 on Metacritic. Kind of a shame it barely didn't crack that 90 threshold, but yeah, an awesome game, great gameplay, phenomenal soundtrack. And while I am one of those people that did not get super into DMC from a narrative standpoint, a lot of people do like Devil May Cry from a story standpoint. It's just I tend to focus on the great action gameplay, but I've always had a great time with it from an action gameplay standpoint. And yeah, I just feel like Capcom can do so much more with Devil May Cry as an IP. Why haven't we gotten, a Devil May Cry 1 remake? Maybe that'll happen at some point, or maybe DMC 3 if they want to remake that. But yeah, the fact is, DMC 5 came out 6 years ago, and we just haven't heard about anything new from a Devil May Cry standpoint. We got the special edition in 2020 on PS5, and we have the anime series now, but as far as a new game goes, it would be great to hear about a DMC 6 or a DMC 1 remake, and given Capcom's done phenomenal work with their existing IPs and the IPs that resonate with people, look at the success of all of their games that they've been working on. Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry should be in that mix with the top Capcom IPs, and it just isn't. Street Fighter, of course, as well. But $7.49 on that. Go check that out. You can get the deluxe edition for $9.99, and yeah, a lot of great stuff there, but $7.49, no-brainer there. The other titles are also on sale. The Devil May Cry HD collection is 67% off for $9.89. This includes Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. While these games are classics, at least, Devil May Cry 1 and 3 are, Devil May Cry 2 was not loved by a lot of people. It's still a decent little game, it's just not great. But, these games absolutely show their age. Like, let's just be completely honest here. If you're talking about, for modern action games, these games really do show their age of being from the early to mid-2000s. DMC 1, 2, 3, all of them. Janky cameras, dated visuals. It's just, it is what it is when you're talking about games this old. But there's still worthwhile action games to go through, and I think, for most people, I would probably just recommend to jump right into DMC 5, just because, that game is more recent, and you're gonna have a good time with it. But if you want to start from the beginning, the HD collection is $9.89. I would honestly circle back to it, but that's my opinion. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition is $7.49. This came out in 2008, and I remember playing it right when it came out, but this game also shows its age if you go back and play it. It's an enjoyable game, but yeah, once again, I would not start with DMC 4. I would not start with any DMC game outside of DMC 5. Just because of the aspect of the games being dated at this point. But yeah, it's still a worthwhile action game to go through. And then I'll also give a shout to DMC Devil May Cry, which isn't connected to the other games, but it's an action game by Ninja Theory. They redesigned Dante, and they kind of got cooked for that. But it's still a fun little action game to go through. $7.49 on that as well. Also, when you look at these price points, DMC 5 is literally at the cheapest price, or you know, tied for the cheapest price out of all of these games. So, you know, $7.49 for DMC5 is definitely the route to go. Great deal there. All right, moving on from that, I do want to highlight a couple of Green Man Gaming deals, and then we'll call it for this video. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is 16% off for XP members, $41.99. If you don't have XP membership, you can use the code APR15. That's for April 15, and you'll save 15%, and that'll be, what, $42.50. Obviously, one of the most divisive video games literally of all time. This game won so many Game of the Year awards, but at the same time, a game that has caught the vitriol of a lot of people. And personally speaking, I really appreciate this game from a technical, visual, gameplay standpoint. I think the game is actually phenomenal in that area. However, narratively, the game is cooked, and I feel like it was a spit on the face of what Last of Us Part 1 was. That's my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree, you can think whatever the hell you want to think. It's, you know, my opinion, and you're not going to change my opinion on that. It's probably going to be a game I'll play through again on PC, but you know, it is what it is. The no return mode, I will say, the roguelite mode that they have in this that was released with the remastered version, awesome. The remastered version was released on PS5 in early 24. So, yeah, $42 on this. Not a great deal, but, you know, not terrible. I mean, Last of Us Part 1 came out at $70 on PS5 when it initially dropped, so at least this is a little bit cheaper than that. Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun is $3.60. A great tactics title set in that Edo period Japan. That I just love as a setting, done by Mimimi Games, who do great work, or did great work with tactics titles. Unfortunately, their games, they're not doing any new games, but nonetheless, Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun is a great tactics title. $3.60 for that is great. And lastly, I did want to give a shout to SaGa Frontier 2 Remastered, which is 18% off for $24.59. This is a game that really came out of nowhere. I mean, it literally came out of nowhere, given that it was announced and released the same day at the Switch Direct that happened a while ago, but love the visual aesthetics to this game. Just never got into SaGa as a franchise, you guys. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven, I did give that a shot. It came out late last year, and just didn't click with me. Wasn't crazy about, like, the Generations gimmick. I gotta give it another chance, because the people that have played that game seem to love it, but yeah, SaGa Frontier 2, from an aesthetic standpoint, a visual standpoint, man, I think this looks great. Like, this is the kind of throwback that's totally up my alley. And for $24.59, I want to check this out at some point, but y'all already know, when it comes to JRPGs, it is so difficult to be up to date on everything. Like, there are games I want to play, there are games that I want to replay. You want to know what JRPG I've really been wanting to do a replay of recently? Scarlet Nexus. So, like, that's one that I really want to get back to and play again. I beat it when it came out, but nonetheless, I've been wanting to play that game again. But yeah, just the life of a JRPG head. It's so hard to stay up to date with everything. But $24.59 for SaGa Frontier 2 Remastered. But that's going to do it for me. Mainly wanted to highlight Devil May Cry 5, as that deal is absolutely awesome. The other DMC titles on sale as well. Some good deals at Green Man Gaming. Last of Us Part 2, Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, SaGa Frontier 2 Remastered, and yeah, some good stuff all around. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.